Hey guys, just wanted to make another video on the weird and creepy Antifa stalking us. So we were out the other day at UW, and we were there, I don't know, well, we were there on Tuesday and Wednesday, and they didn't find out where we were on Tuesday because our shoot on Tuesday was actually really fast. It was like an hour and a half, which is quite unusual because we were getting interview after interview, so it was really great. But on Wednesday, again, it was still a pretty quick shoot. We've been getting really, really good at it about getting interviews and having people lined up for interviews. But I will say, we found out about maybe an hour after Antifa posted that Antifa posted about us um, pretty much when we were leaving. And they said OCF has been spotted at Drumheller Fountain at UW, timestamp 1240. And I'm thinking, okay, that's legit stalking because I didn't see any, and I'm pretty watchful, I'm pretty observant, but I didn't see anybody that was taking any pictures or taking any video of us. So it, and typically that's what they like to do is they like to get pictures of us or video and post it on their, on their social media saying, there they are, go get them. So it's kind of weird. Luckily, we were out of there, I don't know, like I said, like an hour after that post. But it's still kind of weird that, they like to stalk us. I mean, that is legit stalking. And I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit creepy. Um, and I'm not, like, I don't usually get kind of creeped out by that kind of stuff, but when you have an organization that literally wants to uh, kill you, for lack of a better term, it's kind of frightening, right? So it's one of those things I'm thinking, wow, glad we were out of there pretty soon. And then even like when after we had left, uh, there was a guy. So our security guys were taking a Lyft or an Uber back to their place, and they were, how do I put this? They were wearing their "Make America Great Again" hats, and they posted a live stream or something. And well, actually, no, it was before that. They were wearing their "Make America Great Again" hats, and they were staying right by the entrance to the parking lot that we usually like to park at. And it was on the side of the street. They were on the sidewalk. They weren't in the middle of the street or in the middle of the intersection or anything. And some guy tried to literally run them over. And so I was driving Sleeman, our camera guy, back to our base of operations. I'm not going to say where, obviously. And we were turning the same direction that the guy tried to run over our security guys. And so Zach goes, go after them, And of course, a cop was like right behind us, so I didn't want to speed up and make it look like a pursuit. But luckily, the guy was at a red light, and I caught up to him, slowly, and we got his license plate, and we might be filing something against it. We may or may not be. I'm not sure yet, but it may be connected to Antifa. It may not be. We're not sure yet. So it's just another piece of evidence that we have. So, and yeah, it's like wow. So, and then like I think after that, Zach and our other security guy. I'm not sure if he's been doxxed yet, but his name is Kyle, and they're very pro Trump, and we are too, obviously. But they posted a live stream, and literally 2 minutes after that, some car came up, and they rolled down their windows and started yelling "fuck you" and and blah 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 blah, and really kind of nasty things. And I'm sitting here watching this live stream, and I'm going, "Wow, that was literally 2 minutes after they posted their live stream." And it was so funny because the guy got stuck in traffic, and they were just walking down the road. So I thought it was kind of funny. Maybe that was yesterday. I can't remember when it was, but it still happened. I just can't remember when they posted their live stream. But yeah, they're literally stalking us. They don't know where I'm at. They don't know where Salim's at. They don't know where Matt's at. They did get to Matt though. His window was shattered, uh, as we said in our live stream yesterday, and it's. I have to say it's kind of frightening when you literally have thousands of people trying to take you out of the game. So, these people are literally stalking our security managers, us. They're trying to get to where we live. They're trying to get our license plates. And this is kind of the reason why when I go to protests specifically, I I now park really far away. uh, so, they don't, and then I'll take either an Uber or Lyft down to the actual protest, because again, when they saw us getting into an Uber this one time, they they said, oh my god, we got their license plate, and then Salim's like, it's a Lyft, you morons. So yeah, it's kind of frightening, and I'm actually talking to a representative at this security company. I can't remember off the top of my head. What the heck was it called? It's the biggest home security company in the world, and he's gonna set me up with some of the stuff and hook me up with some security detail for in-house security stuff. So that's kind of nice. And let me just say that I cannot believe I'm even considering doing that. Like, you've got to be kidding me. So, anyways, off of that little subject there, um, let's see. Um, so the live stream yesterday. So yeah, we were a couple hours late. So those of you that watched the live stream, and I know some of you that they're on my channel watched it last night. Thank you for staying with us that whole time. I mean, you guys are amazing. But yeah, there was a lot of technical difficulties. We tried to use a new program so that way we could switch between videos, articles, and then of course us. And wow, it was kind of really problematic. So then we just said, screw it, go back to the old one that we used last week, and it worked a hell of a lot better. But we made it a lot of fun. We were frustrated at first, but it worked out. But next Thursday, we're going to try to make sure that that doesn't happen again. We're going to prepare a little bit better, make sure everything works. And we did, actually. Our production crew, made sure everything worked, but then I think we changed one little aspect of it, and it just kind of went haywire. So, yeah, so we apologize about that, but it still was a lot of fun. I still had a lot of great laughs from that live stream, and boy, I was up until about midnight, and I usually stay up till about 3 in the morning anyways. I don't usually get that much sleep because I own and run 3 different companies. I work a couple different jobs, and I do political commentary on YouTube, so I work typically about 22-ish hours a day, 22 hours a day. On a good day, I work about 18 hours a day, so I'm usually up and around somewhere throughout the week. But luckily, I can work a lot of my stuff from home, so that's nice. But um, you know, it we were up till about midnight. I was super tired when I got home. Oh my gosh. So we uploaded right before I got home. I uploaded Mayday to Operation Cold Front, and I love that video. It was probably one of the best videos that we've done, and wow, because that editing was fan freaking tastic. Let me just tell you, because our editor, and one of the comments on our live stream was the funniest thing. Our editor formerly worked for Hollywood, and he's been doing editing for 15 plus years. He's a master. And then one of the comments on the live stream was, uh, he formerly worked for Hollywood, and now he works for you guys. What the hell happened? So that was probably one of the funniest comments I've ever seen. But we're really blessed to have that person as our editor. Um, I mean, he's put out really, really good videos, and he listens to our suggestions. He, uh, he does a really great job, listening to some of the things that we say in the interviews, just that he puts in, and he made it like kind of like a legit movie. It was so great, like the James Bond music and some of the old school video game music. It was fantastic. So, it it was, I couldn't believe it. Like some of the cuts were just amazing. Like, you know, in certain slideshows, you have those transitions from one slide to another, like where it does the whole clock thing, or when it kind of shifts over to the next slide. He did it so perfectly. Like if you were passing in front of a tree, he made that the cut to the next scene. It was so clean, dude. I'm thinking, dude, that's so cool. So yeah, guys, I we have really great footage that we want to push out in the next couple days. Um, Another video that we did on a shoot was identifying as a transracial person, and that was so great. It was so funny. So let me give you a little bit of behind the scenes. It was funny because whenever we talked to someone, we identified as their race and gender. It was hilarious. So we were talking to these two conservative women, and it was a total shock to us because we didn't want to reveal who we were, because if we were to reveal who we were politically, it would have kind of ruined the joke, because conservatives don't really believe all that trans nonsense. Uh, but but it was funny because Slim and I looked at each other when we were talking to those two conservative women who were really, really, really attractive, and we asked them, how do you feel about trans? It's like, well, I accept people. I think it's kind of ridiculous, but I accept those people. And then Salim goes, well, I identify as a white Caucasian woman. And she just kind of looks at him blankly, goes, okay. And then they eventually figured out that it was kind of a joke. And just to kind of see like how ridiculous the whole trans movement has really gotten, and not the transgender movement. I'm talking transracial movement. I mean, transracial, trans-aged, transgender. It's just kind of blown out of proportion. So, anyways, that's going to be a really great video. That's going to be released probably in a week. And another video that we're going to be releasing here pretty soon. We're going to have our main editor look at it to critique and make some minor changes. Is oh gosh, what the hell was it? It was on Tuesday. We were filming a white privilege tax. Like, how would people feel if we implemented a white privilege tax? And I have to say, it was interesting because most people opposed it. And in particular, I was specifically trying to ask a black person. And there was this one black guy that we got an interview with that it was such a great interview. He goes, I disagree with it, period. And of course, liberals are the ones who like to say that black people should believe this. And I believe this guy was a liberal. His talking points were liberal, but he really disagreed with the white people tax. And it's really interesting how liberals kind of indoctrinate people, and yet the people that they're indoctrinating doesn't even agree with their rhetoric. It's like, well, a white people tax, like what? Um, because it just goes against everything that Black Lives Matter, which is a totally fraudulent organization, by the way, fraudulent and racist organization, uh, against what they're saying. So that's going to be a really great video. There's a lot of great interviews in that. A lot of great content, a lot of good answers from people, and a lot of the answers I think are really common sense. Some of them are, some of them, kind of go batshit crazy, but yeah. Anyways, this is kind of a longer video than I intended to, but I really like talking about this stuff. Another video I might be doing is why I think Black Lives Matter is total fraud. I might be doing that actually right now. I have a little bit of time. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit that bell notification, subscribe, and also you can follow me on Dose of Dion on, the real Dose of Dion on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. So anyways, stay classy, Seattle, and I'll talk to you soon.